What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Let's get us going live on Instagram. Let's get us going live on Facebook. Happy Monday, friend. Today we're going to be starting off the week with your good ideas are good ideas. When are they distractions? Because this morning I had a really good idea and I was like, don't you start that. I was like, don't you start that. Because I know how I get. All right. Happy Monday. So y'all already know how we do. It's the Monday. I say it's the Monday. Girl, my energy is too high. I need to take it down a notch. What's up? Happy Monday. Introduce yourself in the comments. If you've been here to the show before, girl, I want to know about your weekend because on Friday, y'all know we talked about what we conquered for the week. So happy Monday. I'm so here. Hey, Vanna. Happy Monday, honey. Let me get this shared to the group. I want to know about your weekend. What did y'all do? Did y'all rest? Did y'all get ahead? Y'all was out here being the one percenters? Or was you with family? What did you conquer this weekend, honey? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Welcome in. What you do this weekend, child? Y'all know we are here during the week for the business owners because, child, it's a lot we have to conquer behind the scenes. So, what did you do this weekend? Did you rest? Did you work? Were you with the family? Y'all know we talked about this a couple of weeks ago because some of us use the weekends to relax and some of us use the weekends to lean into our business. And I'm not mad at either one. But how was your weekend, child? What did you conquer? Well, I'll let some comments fall in, and then we'll get into our topic for today, which is about if you're anything like me, love my business, super creative. I'm always thinking of new ideas. So, what about when those new ideas come? Are they like downloaded from God, or are they a distraction from what we really don't want to do? So, I want to talk about that on the show today. All right. Ivana says, I created my group. She's got influence. I just need to create an email sequence. Yes, ma'am. And some content. I also spent time with family. I sent the renewal contract to a client. I talked to that boy and it was cool. Yes. So if y'all missed the show on Friday, baby, was at the Friday show, Ivana was telling us about a date she had. So cheers to her, honey. In your business, girl, what did you conquer this weekend? Were you with the family? Did you do work? Whatever. Baby, Ivana has created her group. She done got in her email sequence. Shout out to the email marketing. She done did some content. Then she had a family time, sent the renewal contract to her client, which is amazing. Lets me know you're retaining clients. And she got a little man in her life, girl, and I'm not mad at none of that. Okay. Rashana says, I don't celebrate Easter. I'm not Christian, but I worked on another ebook and got higher than Jesus. I got to find me some sound effects. All right. It was a 420 weekend. That's correct. So, yeah, this was a good weekend for me. I completely disconnected and was truly in my I'm acting like my business don't exist bag for the most part. So I love that. Well, happy Monday, y'all. I'm glad to hear that y'all got a chance. Rashana got a chance to kick it for her weekend. Ivana kicked it for hers. I want to hear more, even as you catch the replay from this. Um, and again, the reason why we're doing the show, I don't think that there's a right or wrong way to do a lot of this stuff. So let's get into our topic for today. Um, I want to know about when you have a new idea, friend. You have a new idea. That new idea, you're watching a YouTube video and you're like, oh my God, that's the missing part. Like, duh, like, why didn't I know that? And that new idea comes. Is it something to truly implement right away? Or have you found that those ideas kind of lose their shininess and they become another distraction for you. So that's going to be our topic that we're going to talk about today. And then the comments, of course, is Monday. So on Mondays, we talk about what we're going to conquer for the week and start our business. You can use this as an accountability tool or whatnot. But I just want this to be a place where you say out loud some of the stuff that you're going to do in your business, some of the stuff that you're going to work on, big or small, girl. You know, we want to celebrate you. Sharnice is here. Hey, Sharnice. Happy Monday, friend. Happy Monday, Conquer Club. Shout out to the Conquer Club. We're doing a hot seat tomorrow night, baby. Ooh. I got to write that down on my to-do list, too. We're doing a hot seat tomorrow night inside the Conquer Club. So, Rashana says, some ideas will completely derail me. I can relate to that so much. And this is why I wanted to talk about this today, because I was sitting here talking to ChatGPT, child. That's the wrong place to go if you don't want to get distracted. I'm finna tell you that right now, okay? On this thing with ChatGPT, girl, came up with a great idea. And I had to ask myself, I said, okay, Deb, are you building off what you got? Or are you bouncing because it's getting a little rough? And that's a question that I've had to learn to ask myself. Like when these new ideas come, Deb, are you building or are you bouncing? You know. So Rashawn is saying some ideas will completely derail her. I've experienced that. I truly have. Ivana says, I definitely have some distraction ideas. I started a whole boutique once. I see y'all on TikTok. Girl, you like me. You probably can build a brand. I can build a business by 2:00 today. I ain't lying. I'm talking about creativity going wow. Give me a notebook and a little Pandora. I listen to a little scissor, good. Hey, I can be your brand. I can be your brand by 2:30 for about $300. Okay. Do you relate to this? Welcome everybody that's popping in. We're talking about, y'all, we're creative, we're smart, we're brilliant, but sometimes our ideas, like, they take us left field. So Ivana is saying, I've definitely had some distraction ideas. I started a whole boutique once. I had tags in the group and all the things. And ask me where it's at now. Girl, I feel you, honey. I feel you. At the moment, girl, it be feeling real in alignment. You be seeing 111 on the microwave and everything. You be like, this is it. Amber says, I'm going to work on finishing my website for my photo booth business. I love it. Amber, I'm so good to see. So happy to see you, honey. My energy is through the roof this morning. I got to slow down. Cheers to you, girl. So what are you going to conquer this week inside your business as we kind of start warming up into our topic? Happy Monday. Y'all, we'll do this show every weekday. Me, from my own consistency, man, leaning into my business, like on another level, but also giving us the space to talk about this type of stuff that we have to deal with behind the scenes, okay? So you can watch wherever you like to scroll, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. We'll be live every weekday at 11 o'clock. So what are you going to conquer this week? Amber says she's going to finish working on her website. What's up, Zara? New York is in the building, girl. Sharnice says some ideas will distract me. I have to tell myself to focus on building one thing and expand later. Girl, this is me. This is me. I be like, Deb, you need to focus. She said by 2:00 is insane. Yes. That be me. Girl, don't let me start getting a little creative too. Girl, I can build a whole brand, everything, top to bottom, by 2:00 for $400. Allison says, hello all. Hey, Allison, welcome in, girl. We're gonna have a good topic today, friend. I really want us to have a good show and topic today. And I see y'all watching on TikTok also. Rashana says, it's hard because I'm good at everything. I just started my husband's lock journey last night, and I told him I should go back to school for cosmetology. I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm just laughing because it's so relatable. I'm good at hair. It's a hidden talent. He be with my shenanigans. I can turn an idea into anything. Girl, that is so relatable. Oh my God. How many of us have been like that? Right? Where a great idea ultimately turned into a distraction. And I want to talk about this because I experienced this a couple of different ways. And I've experienced it in a way where the thing that I wanted to do is actually a fantastic idea. Like fantastic. But I also have to tell myself that there is a difference between being consistency. I'm sorry, between being consistent and being consistent on something that's going to compound over time, which is, y'all know, the core of what we talk about inside Conquer Club. So I can be consistent doing this, doing this, doing this, or can I be consistent at the thing that's going to compound over time? So that's kind of the way I have to start looking at, when I have these, y'all, we be having brilliant ideas. I'm not talking about no little foo-foo idea. I'm talking about somewhere I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. That's it. That's going to change the game. But see, I'm seeing 111. It's 11:11 right now. See, I'll be like, that's sign from the universe that I need to go and do this idea because they have no understand that I've been manifesting the secret cheat code to my business. And it's girl, don't let me saying I've been praying for this idea. Girl, next thing I know, I'm all downloading something new and just doing too much. Amber said, yes, that's me. I feel you, girl. It's me too. I had to really force myself this year to bruh, you're going to do about 3 or 4 things and that's it. And if you can't make 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 from that couple of things, then it's a fix in the foundation, not in nothing else. Sharnice says, let's go. Yes, I'm back in school for massage therapy. I'm licensed with skin. Now I want to work with the body. I say do it. So Sharnice is telling you to go and go back to school, girl. And here's the thing, man. I'm not knocking. I love, I know, for me and the women in the Conquer Club, we're unbelievably brilliant and super talented. So I'm not talking about these small ideas that we can easily dismiss. I'm talking about when we truly learn a new strategy or a new software or something that can change the game for us, it still can become a distraction. I think so. Ivana says, sometimes I feel like that about real estate. It's a great idea. It's money there, but I'm struggling to love it like I love social media coaching. Yeah, I feel that. All right, Allison's talking about what she's going to conquer this week. Let us know down in the comments, or even as you think to yourself, what are you going to conquer this week? Y'all know just a couple of things that you can knock out without putting a crazy amount of pressure on yourself, something that you can feel proud of, and that's going to be doable for you by the end of the week. So what are you going to conquer this week? Allison says, this week I'm going to conquer the ebooks and email some of those large educational corporations. I emailed Sesame Street yesterday to build partnerships. I need my fan. Go on, girl. I love it. 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 It's just like Rashana conquered her NFL cert. Gone for you, girl. Allison's reaching out to Sesame Street. This is the type of confidence that comes from being Conquer Club every Tuesday night. We do not play small. We're too brilliant and smart. I love it. Go on, girl. Chloe says, hi, Deb and ladies. Hey, girl. Happy Monday, friend. So we're talking about, first of all, what are you going to conquer this week inside of your business, right? So what are a couple of things that you're going to do that's going to be realistic for you now? Now, I know that ebook said that you can do 40K by Thursday afternoon, okay? Okay. Now, what are 2 or 3 things that you can actually do that you're going to feel extremely proud of yourself by Friday? And that's going to look different for each of you. And I see y'all on TikTok too. Y'all let me know. I want to read your comments also. What are you going to conquer this week inside your business? And then we're talking about our topic today, which is when we have these fantastic ideas, right? Like I'll see somebody. I used to see people doing a podcast, and I used to be like, "Oh man, I'm finna start me a podcast. Like man, I'm finna start me a podcast. Like oh man, I can do that. I can do it from home. Man, I got the webcam. I can just order the thing from Amazon. Like brilliant idea, but the execution of it can become a chaotic disaster if I truly don't conquer the season I'm in. If I'm doing that because I really don't want to DM people and sell to them, or if I'm doing that because I really don't want to go live because I still think I'm ugly. Like if I'm doing, like I gotta conquer the real thing. And that has been my experience in my business. I had a great idea come up for me this morning. I told myself the other day, I was like, now you know you need to do your website. I said, nope. I said, because what happened is you'll end up spending money, time, and resources when that really needs to be pouring into building this platform and getting women inside this community. Is it hard? Yes. Suck it up and get to it. Because that great idea is amazing. Will it make a difference? Yes. But is it distraction right now? Yes, that too. For real. For real. Rashana says that Cucker Club mug doubled my sales last week. Girl, I only got some Conquer sunglasses in here. Girl, tell me about it. She said it's not a heart's desire. Here's the thing. What I think too. And I want to know more about how y'all handle this, okay? Because I will have good ideas, but what I've had to learn to do for myself is kind of put them in my back pocket and say, well, if that good idea still makes sense in, 60 days, then. Or I also have to ask myself, like, how can that good idea fit into what I'm already doing and building? Like, let's be for real now. Because what I don't want to do is overwhelm myself and then label myself inconsistent. Label myself, I can't handle it all. I'm not doing it to me. I'm my own best friend, not friend now. I'm not doing it to myself. Because if my friend called me, I would say, well, girl, maybe you got a little bit too much on your plate, friend, but you can still do it. Like, I don't want to subscribe to that. Like, all right, Zara says this week she's going to conquer working on her content and building up her clients. I love it, girl. Come on with the content and clients. Two of my favorite C's. I love it. I love it. Have you had a time where a great idea ultimately became a distraction? Rashana says, I sold some of my digital products while live with that mug. Oh, the people said they want to conquer being a travel agent too. Girl, I love it. See, that made me think of an idea right there. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Okay. Now, okay, so I was just talking about, and I want to hear more of y'all thoughts on this. But what I really want, the reason why I wanted to do this on a Monday is because I don't know about you, but I'm in a season where I'm like, okay, like it's not as cloudy, it's not as overwhelming. I kind of see some of the stuff that needs to be done. So really, I'm in a season where I just got to do it. Like I ain't got to overthink it. I ain't got to spend a whole bunch of money doing a whole bunch of fluffy stuff. Like I just got to do it. Like on my show, I just got to turn on the camera. I ain't got to. Like I just got to do it. I'm in a season of like to conquer. I just got to do it. But let me tell you what I wrestle with sometimes, and I want you to tell me what you think about this. I I have experienced this, and I've talked to a couple of ladies who've experienced this, where we use our history or past behaviors in business. And okay, let's say, for example, let's say I started a podcast, right? And I said, this podcast is gonna be everything that I wanted it to be. I said I was gonna do it. This is my year to start a podcast. About the stuff, I did it, and then I stopped being consistent. Okay. It happens. Okay. It happens. What I've seen women do is use that and label themselves, oh, I knew I couldn't do that, or I should have known, or like, it's just data. And what I've done with myself is, the reason why I want to talk about this is because I don't want us to pile so much stuff on ourselves that we can't be consistent with it. Instead of subscribing to what truly works for us. Because if, like me, y'all know I've been telling y'all about this gym, right? I'll say, I'm going 5 days a week. Mine, I'm gonna go 5 days a week, da da da. And then when I don't, I'll tell myself, see, I knew you wouldn't go. I knew you just gonna be bigger than bag, big bag, big. Like every time I open, like I'll start using that as shame, and really it's just data. Y'all know in the Conquer Club, I tell y'all, like, it's just data. It's just data. Chloe says, but the only time is now. If you got the nudge to do it now, why wouldn't you? I think because in my experience, I need a more methodical approach. If I went based off what I was feeling every day with Conquer, everything about this business would be all over the place. And I don't know if you're agreeing with me, Chloe, or kind of giving like a different perspective. But I know for me, I need to have something sustainable. And if I kind of fly with the wind or based off what I feel, I'll build stuff, but it won't be anything with deep roots. Allison said, let's see. Sorry, I got a girl. I went off on a little tangent, friend. I feel so good this morning. Allison said, let's see. Since I was trying to figure out my life after teaching, I have created learning games, made decorative boxes, designed a subscription box, tutoring, created anchor chart, made workbooks. Thank girl. Worked on websites, paintings, drawings, and more. I'm always distracted, plus doctoral school. That's just 2024 through 2025. I love it. But the thing about it is, all of your stuff together makes sense. And you've been executing consistently. So that makes me think, I just talked about us having these really great. What do you think? I want to hear more about what y'all think. So let me ask you this, because we all gonna have different answers for this. Are you still doing what you had planned, like back at the top of the year? And again, this is just data. It's not to shame, because my stuff looks differently. Some of it looks the same, some of it looks differently. But I think our patterns tell us data about the way we work. Are you still doing what you had planned top of the year? Or is it completely different now? And was that divine or was it a distraction? I don't know. Could be either one. I never know. I don't know what that looks like for you. Makes you think. It really makes you think. Are you still doing what you had planned at the top of the year? Or are you a more go with the flow type of business owner, where as things come up, you address them? As things change, you just drop one thing and shift to the next. And that's your way of staying afloat. May work for you. I know me, I had to plan out the whole year, not in super great detail, like week by week. Ivana says, I am. I plan to scale my social media business, and I feel like I'm at the tip of doing that. And I need to be careful about distractions. So glad you said this. I've had times in my business, and you tell me what you think. And I want to hear from the rest of you. Are you still doing what you had planned top of the year? I'll have really brilliant ideas when my business gets really slow or hard. If it's slow or it's hard, now I got a fantastic idea that'll fix it instead of leaning in and doing what I was supposed to be doing. That's just my experience. So I'm like Ivana, where I'm the type of person where I've got to be really careful about getting distracted. People be coming with these collabs and not like, I ain't trying to be mean, but that's just gonna be a distraction for me. Like, let me just keep it 100. I can't do it. Amber says, I'm working on both things I've been working on at the top of the year. I launched my book and working on my family photo booth business. I've gotten behind due to my health. Yeah. That'll do it too. And I hope if you're feeling better too, Amber. And prayers to you, my love. We see you, girl. You're still out here grinding on top of your health journey. That's amazing. Rashana says, I find myself charging because my industry changes. Oh, maybe changing. I find myself changing because my industry changes. So I have to go with the flow of the travel industry. If not, I'll fall behind. I have to keep up. And here's the thing. I don't think that there's a right or wrong way to do this, a lot of this stuff. I just think it's important for us to name what we're doing. Like if you're a go with the flow type of girl, then why are you hosting like vision board parties and stuff like that when it's not even the way you work? You know what I'm saying? Like host a we do business on the go group chat and find all the other people like whatever we're doing, like just name it and let it be what it is. So, but I like that. I like that for y'all. I do. For real. So as you're just popping in, let us know what you're going to conquer this week. We're just talking about basically not getting distracted. Having brilliant ideas. We love having brilliant ideas. Keep your brilliant ideas. But if you're the type of person where you got to execute them right now or you'll lose that fire, that might work for you. Or if you're a type of business owner where you're like, hey, I get distracted because I go all in, so I'm going to have to shelf that right now. So it truly just depends. But I've seen where that great idea ultimately just becomes the next new shiny thing to work on because we're avoiding the real work. It's hard. So, what are you going to conquer this week? Chloe says, I'm conquering me mentally preparing to execute tasks that need to be done that I don't necessarily want to do until I'm in a position to be able to outsource. Go on, girl. Go on, Chloe. Now, hey, that's real too. It's a lot of stuff that you have to do in your business that you don't necessarily want to do. Like them follow-ups is a great example that comes across my desk. We don't be want to do it. But it's the type of stuff that's where the money is. That's where there's money. Allison says, I'm still doing the same business concept, but I'm definitely expanding as a business owner. I've attended a few helpful business cohorts that I've learned about areas of the business I didn't know about. Now I'm putting those strategies in place to grow. You go, girl. Go, Allison. I love that. Go, girl. So as we go into this week, ladies, I'll be here with you every weekday as you're conquering stuff in your business, big or small. Y'all know we focus on being really bold, going after the no. We're going to be ghosted. People are going to ignore us. Stuff ain't gonna go viral overnight, but we're playing a long game to conquer. Chloe says, because I'm a creator, I create verbally and I simply just want to do that. Please send me a personal videographer, editor, social media manager. Okay. Knowing thyself is so important. That's true. And that's why I started the live show, because I was like, well, it's a couple of reasons why. I actually did a podcast episode on why I started doing this show if you want to know more about it. But it's because I'm like, Deb, like, what are the strengths? What's going to move the needle? And what are we doing for 10 years? Yeah, we need to get that live show off the ground. Okay. All right. So I want to wrap up with a final topic about us moving into this week, making sure we're conquering, making sure we're feeling good, making sure we're feeling confident, and making sure that we're doing stuff that we can be consistent in. Okay. So in the past, I know like me, there's been some stuff that I haven't been consistent with, right? But I want to make sure that I say this out loud. I don't want to use that as a way to shame myself. I simply want to use that as like a data point. So, Deb, if you know you're the type of person, you will buy a course, lean into it really good for 2 months, and after that, you just kind of let it go. I don't have to shame myself. I just use it as data to make future decisions. So if I know that I'm supposed to be going to the gym 5 days a week and I'm never consistent with that, that's data for me to make future decisions, like not shame. So if I know I said I was going to do a podcast before, I was going to start going live more. And I started trying to go live like 3, 4 times a week or once a week or whatever, and it didn't work. That's data for the future, not shame. So I just want to make sure that I'm even just processing that out loud for myself. My future decisions, like when I look at my past, I don't have to like cover it in shame. So maybe I wasn't consistent at that thing before, but that's because I was trying to do too much. I was trying to be on YouTube, this, all at one time, and that didn't work for me. So instead of feeling like, oh well, I can't do all that, what can do? What can I do for real? On Facebook only? Okay, cool. Then it just is what it is. So I don't have to be chained to that past in a shameful way. I could be like, well, it don't work for me. And when you understand what worked for you, don't work for another creator, or what worked for a creator, don't work for you, then you can make decisions that feel good for yourself. You don't have to feel ashamed because they'll go live every day, but you're like, child, I would never. Like, that's just data for yourself. You may say, see somebody, like, whatever data means for you, whatever that data means for you. And this ties back to the topic today about using this as a driving force to make the ideas make them feel divine and not like distractions. Hey, Elena, welcome in. She says, I completely agree. I've had to adjust my goals based on my reality, and I feel so much better, and I'm not beating myself up anymore. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. That's why y'all know I got by that narrative of treating yourself like your BFF, like your best friend. You would be like best friend. You did this, like, go, girl. You wouldn't be like, well, you could have. I love that. Welcome in, girl. Chloe says, "Can I use your example of the gym for my response?" Absolutely. Tell me. I want to see. Jessica says, "I agree with this 100%. Yes. This is such a concept of freedom for me. So in the past, I know that if I say I'm just gonna type up posts or take pictures or something, that doesn't fit my real world. But if I say I can just get on this, go live for an hour every day, oh my God, it sounds like a cakewalk. So I can just use the data and not use it to shame myself, but use it as a way to adjust my crown and say, oh, that was a little crooked. Okay. Yeah. Chloe says, oh, I can just use myself. Okay. I wanted to start meditating, but knew I couldn't meditate for an hour straight to begin with. I started at 5 minutes, then 10, then maintained 15 until I was able to do 20. It's baby steps, not jumping all in on day one. Absolutely. And this has been my problem for sure with me in business. I will see or add a new routine or do something, and girl, I am all in. Like I'm finna buy the little software. Like if I'm like I'm finna do it. Like if you see this live show, baby, I said if we're gonna do a show, baby, we need to do a show. Like we gotta paint the walls. We gotta go on Amazon to get the microphone. I got dragging my husband all through Hobby Lobby. I'm like, if we gonna do it, we gonna do it. But you're right. It's about the baby steps. And I have a saying where I'm like, habit first, create the habit first. If you're gonna work out, you don't need to go like just create the habit first. If you're gonna go live, just do it. Don't worry about all the flu. Habit first. Chloe says we're humans, not robots. We have to have grace for ourselves, especially when doing something new or different. Absolutely. I agree with that, girl, 100%. That's such a good perspective. That's so freeing, too. Hey, Denisha. Hey, girl. Hey, Denisha. Welcome in, girl. She says, I can never catch a full episode during the day. Oh, girl. We'll be here tomorrow, honey. And all the show episodes are on YouTube, also, girl. Yeah. She says, so no need to shame or guilt yourself. It doesn't serve you, nor do you deserve to feel that energy. That's a good comment to sit with. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Chloe says, a small habit to start. Absolutely. Yeah. I love it. Great topic. Great topic. I love it. I hope that we use this as a time to like just realize everything we're capable of. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I guess if you haven't already, let me know what you're going to conquer this week. I'm so excited. I'm telling y'all, this weekend I had a bomb reset and recharge. It was Easter, so I was hanging out with my cousins. Girl, I do no work at all, but I feel amazing. Allison says, I started like that with the lives, trying to do certain things on certain days, but I transitioned to the pop up lives right now because that's normally how teachable moments work. Until I get to know how to do the lives more, then I'll start planning consistent days, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, absolutely. Small steps. But Allison, you've been doing it because when Allison first came, and I can't even talk about it no more because she's been like leaning into going live like crazy. And it's been working for her. It truly has. But I love what Chloe said. She said a small habit to start. Truly small habits. I love it. Happy Monday, girl. Happy Monday. Hope you conquer an amazing week. Listen, if you love these conversations, y'all, you will truly love the Conquer Conversations podcast. It drops every Tuesday, so there's gonna be a new episode tomorrow. It's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, so you can download and listen there. It's also on YouTube, also. And then, of course, y'all know we do this every Tuesday night inside the Conquer Club. This is where you come and build your own community. You nurture your own confidence, you keep up with your own goals, and you hold yourself accountable. You can do that amongst us every Tuesday night inside the Conquer Club. So shout out to Rashana. She says, I've been going live more in my groove. Yes. I love it. Go, girl. She said, I've been going live more in my group. I love that. Go on, girl. I love it. Well, we'll be back every single day this week, okay? So we'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central, which is noon for the East Coast girls. So you can watch us where you scroll. So everywhere you want to scroll, we're going to be there. So we want to be here with you as you conquer your week. Whether it's going amazing, I want to hear about it. It's a lot of stuff that we deal with as a community of business owners. So we'll have a new topic for tomorrow, but Y'all already know the vibes. When you wake up tomorrow, make sure you conquer something, and I will see you tomorrow on the show, girl. Okay? All right. Bye, friend. Happy Monday. I'll see you tomorrow, girl.